The Rebels will kick it away to start us off.
I am cool with that. I don't be cool with me with that shit. But why you say I need to do that if I kick you to the curb? Why the fuck would I do that?
Stopped at the 17, and he's
What you gonna do? What you already planning to do some shit for me to kick your ass to the curb? Well, no, I'm cool with that. So, I mean, how's that situation gonna work? Like, what, she on come play with you some days?
The give out of the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
So she was in Caleb while they're at my mom's house.
Smith dropping to pass, trying to get to it, and he was hit just as he released it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game.
But you know, you didn't even have to ask me that. You know, you could have just been like, nigga, bringing my ass over there and be there, blah, blah, blah.
So already a
challenge on this. It's fine. I mean, did you ask Ghost? Because I'm quite sure.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right?
Now look, listen. You hear yourself saying that, right?
That's a great effort defensively. They were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up for it.
Just as long as you heard yourself saying it.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it.
Just as long as y'all had those conversations. Just as long as y'all had those conversations. So I'm cool with that.
Got enough for a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position.
Oh, well, yeah, see, yeah,
you he believes in his
you know how he get when he sees Buster or fight.
Pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the face.
You never had the roommate with it. Even when you was in college, you ain't roommate?
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game.
You had a roommate with freshman.
Face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy,
he is smashing people.
Yeah,
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
No, it's all in, bro. It's all in, bro. And you said you just renewed your lease, though, didn't you?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, no bullshit.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a
very what that means? That don't mean nothing. Like, I know how the struggle is. Look, I ain't got no kids, and I got one good job, but still, I be, you know, a motherfucker can still feel a struggle.
Give to the single back.
Cause shit, it ain't, I mean, look, we live in DC. There's nothing cheap around this motherfucker.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
I just don't. Like, I'm trying to figure out, you know, like, when did you start running? And she waiting to hear back from you. It's some base stuff.
No. He see a dog out the window. He see it's the big dog that he always be barking at and shit. So he barking and shit. Go sit your ass down.
2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
How old is she?
My name's probably 35, 34, 35.
Oh, well, shit. Okay, shit.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do.
I mean, well, shit, she 3 years younger than you. Shit. When you say niece, I'm thinking she was like in her early 20s or some shit.
Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Stay there. I don't think he made
And that is exactly what you
well,
see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Makes the catch. It's Kamara. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I love the job in coverage defensively there. A lot of people probably thinking they're going to throw for it short considering what the down and distance was, but they were aware. They were able to force the incompletion, and now we got fourth down.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Good.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Smith wants to throw. He's got his man, and he'll be brought down.
Great job by the offense being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Coastal Carolina.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ivory. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ivory. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal. getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. And they swarm him under. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, the Running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He lets one fly deep. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's size, and he knows where he's going with it. He was able to make a jump on the ball and end up picking it off.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Quarterback on the keeper. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got the quick pass. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
He's got the back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down, touchdown.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the shot to clears are in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
I think sometimes offensively you got to have a bit more awareness where you are in the field. You got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Looking deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. He gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the shot that clears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle.
He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And here comes the offense on second down. Smith wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Grab behind the line. It's Tuggle. Still running at the 40. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
The shot that clears will have it first and 10.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Going for it all. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Smith dropping to pass. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on second down. Coming after it. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
To the air on first down. Unloads it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. They're bringing heat. He'll take another shot here.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Sometimes
sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Trying to get to him. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a grab over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UNLV.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quarterback extends the play. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Smith wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking to throw on third. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.